Hello and happy Monday, everybody. Today is May something, right? We're still in the middle of what we're in the middle of. And depending on where you are in the country, you're in a different phase. I'm here in Southern California and we are still somewhat sheltering in place in a different phase. I'm Lucy Kelleher, your close to my heart consultant. And today we are going to put together one of the cards from our Craft with Heart card club. And this is the card right below. And this is the kit. I had a prior video doing an unboxing of this for you a little while ago, showing you the different pieces for this club. And today we're going to make card number 3. Hey, Lauren. And this is card number 3 right here, and it's a really simple card, but as you can see, there's a lot of depth to it, and it's just kind of fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out the pieces for this card. So here's the card base, and then here are the die cuts for it. Now, in the instructions that come with the kit, this is very simple. Basically, it's you just attach the die cuts. You can use 3D foam tape for dimension, which is included in the kit, and then you stamp a sentiment on the card base. Now, this particular sample showed "Thank you kindly," and I decided to do, I count my lucky stars that we're friends, because I have a particular friend that I want to send this to who's kind of going through a challenging time. So here's what we're going to do. I've got my card base. I'm going to fold it in half. And I want to make sure I've got a nice even score. So I'm just going to kind of move along right there. Now I'm using a bone folder. If you don't have a bone folder, a nice thumb will work, or a nail. And, oops, that would be my phone. And then you can see there's 2 sides to this. This with the pink band a little higher up. This side with a little lower. You can choose either side because the inside is empty. I'm choosing higher up. Then I'm going to pull the pieces from the die cut sheet. And what's really great about this club or this kit is it'll tell you exactly which pieces go with which card. This is card 3, so I'm just going to pop out the 4 die cuts that belong to this. Really easy to pop those babies out. And what I like about this card kit is that it's for anybody. No matter what level of card maker or crafter you are, you can very easily put this kit together, and if you're a little more advanced, you can level it up. You can do some edging, meaning take another ink color and maybe add some color to the edges and that kind of thing. I'm going to put this card together pretty much the way it was set up, just because it's nice and easy, and then you can choose what you want to do. The first thing I'm going to do is I want to stamp my sentiment here in the corner. And like I said, even though the card sample shows "Thank you kindly," I wanted to use the one here that says, "I count my lucky stars that we're friends." Now, on this stamp set, which is an exclusive stamp set, you can only get it with this particular kit, you're going to see a number of different sentiments. "Thanks for everything," "With love," "Hip hip hooray," "The world needs more of you," "Oh hello," "Hey you," "Sprinkle with lots of fun," "It's your day," "Just a note," "You rock," there's that "Thank you kindly," "Thank you, thank you, thank you," "Happy birthday," "You're the greatest," "Time to celebrate you," "You're kind of the best ever." There's a star, there's a heart, there's a little splatter here that's kind of fun, and then, oh, there's also this "Oh hello." I'm not sure if I read that one to you. And then there's these little stitched lines right here that you can use as a sentiment. What's really great about this stamp set is, yes, it coordinates with all of the cards in this card kit, but you can use this on so many other projects, right? If you're making other cards, other papers. Also, look, I see I've got a lot of ink on my hands. Also, if you're a note writer or post-it notes, whatever it is you leave, what a kind of cool thing to just stamp this on something and leave a note for somebody. Your child, your spouse, a friend, whatever, wherever you're at. You can even take just a regular piece of paper, fold it in half, stamp a sentiment, leave a note, and leave it out for somebody. So really versatile. And what's nice is, even though the other parts of this kit are consumable, meaning you're going to be using it up, there are a number of pieces in this kit that are not consumable. This stamp set, for example, can be used over and over and over again. You get a mini ink pad that can be used over and over and over again. You get a block, a clear block that can be used over and over again. And again, not just for our stamps, but for any stamps that you have that are clear. You also get 6 of these foam circles. Now, the outside rim is used for shaker windows, which is a couple of the cards that we'll make in this kit. But the inside pieces are, you can pop out. So close to my heart, because they're always thinking about what's best for their customers and consultants. And the best way to get more bang for your buck, they could have left this circle just empty, right? So you would peel off the outside rim for your shaker window, but they decided fill it in. So you get 6 of these fully filled in, and so that's a lot of 3D foam tape that you can use over and over. All right, so there we go. On your stamp set, every stamp set that we have, you're going to get a foam pad, and you want to use this when you're stamping, because no matter how firm your surface is, and I have a wooden desk here and a mat, if you want to get an even inking, you're going to want to use this foam piece underneath the paper when you stamp. Also, the larger the stamp, a lot of times the more challenging it can be to get a really good clean image. So just as a matter of course, I always use a foam here. Now here's my stamp. What I'm going to do is, you can ink up your stamp a couple of different ways, right? You can take it, you can dab on top, or what I'm going to do, excuse me, is I'm going to take this and just ink it this way. They're clear, so that way I can really see where the ink is going on the image to make sure that I get ink wherever I want it to. So I'm going to go ahead and ink this up. And I can see that's inked really well, so I'm going to move this to the center, and I want this on the lower right of my card base. So I'm going to gently place this down, pressing only in the center where the image is, because I can already tell I have some ink on the other part of the stamp block. There you go. So I don't know if you can see, not only is the ink on my hand, but right here there's some ink that I didn't wipe off. And up here, so fortunately I noticed that because it's a clear block, and I made sure I didn't rock the block. So make sure when you're stamping, when you push down, if you want to push, first of all, take the time to check the block to make sure you've cleared off the ink, unlike what I did. But then also, if you notice, like I did when you went down, that the ink was on the edges, make sure you're not rocking the block. You're pushing straight down. And if you want to exert pressure only on the image and very lightly right there. All right, so there's that. I also decided to add a little star, since this said I count my lucky stars that were friends. Maybe a little hokey, but I like it. So I'm going to go ahead and just stamp right there. Again, straight up and down. Always lid your ink pad when you're done. I will tell you, no matter how careful you are, somehow the force of gravity will, you'll knock that ink pad either into your project, or your project will go into the ink pad. It's almost like every time you butter your toast, right? You drop your toast, it falls face down. Well, your ink pad or your card or your project will fall right on top of each other. So always lid it up. Good practice, just to make sure. Then I've got my scallop circle. Now I'm using, you can use any kind of adhesive that you have. I'm using this Tombow mono glue that we sell. I really like it. And what's nice is because it smooshes, I don't have to worry about getting ink to the very edges of my image that I want to place down. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place it in the center, eyeballing where I want it. And I can kind of tell because on my grid here that I've got about 2 lines here and about 2 lines here, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to place that down. Then I'm going to take this pink stamp or flower here. I'm going to curl the edges just a little bit and add a little adhesive. And I'm only going to add adhesive to the middle because, again, like I said earlier, it'll smoosh out. But also that way, if I want to take the time to roll the flowers up before I send it, I can. So I'm going to place that right there. Oops. And because it's liquid and smooshes, it'll slide around, so make sure it's where you want it. Then I'm going to take this flower that's, it looks like kind of a nectarine, light nectarine or a light gold rush color. I'm going to take some of our 3D foam tape that was included, place it right in the center. And it's two-sided, so that comes right off. And then I'm going to put it in the center of this flower. Try to offset it a little bit if I can. There we go. I have my other flower, and again, I'm just going to flip these petals up just a little bit. You know, you can also take, well, let's see if I have anything here. If I had, I don't have anything in front of me, but I mean, if you wanted, you can take something and just curl up using, this is my Cricut spatula, and just kind of do that. All right. This one I'm also going to pop up a little bit. So we'll put that in the center. Peel off the adhesive. I want it to overlap just a little bit, so I'm going to put her right there. And then I have my white flower. A little glue in the center. And again, you can lift or not lift any of the images. This is your card kit. You do what you will with it. There you go. And then I'm just going to hold that down. Now look how quick that was. I think that took me probably less than 5 minutes to get done. And what a really cute stinking card. So there you go. Craft with Heart Card Club. It comes out quarterly. You can buy a quarterly subscription or an annual subscription. I will put in the notes, in the details here, what that looks like for you. I will be coming back over the course of the next couple of weeks and doing more of the cards for you. Please, when you see this video, let me know if you like this card, and maybe share the video with a friend. And the more shares we get, the more engagement I get. And honestly, what I'll do is I will give away one of these cards. I have an additional set of cards, not just because each kit comes with 2 of the same design, but I have doubles of the actual cards. So what I will do is, if we can hit, say 20 shares, right? So that means going to this video as you're watching it, click the share button above. I would love for you to like and comment below if you can. Maybe just tell me if you like this card or not, if these are your colors, and, you know, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you like these colors? Or on a scale of 1 to 10, actually, let's do this. On a scale of 1 to 10, how easy did you think this card was to put together? Mark that down below and share this video. And if I can get to 20 shares, I'll pick one of the names and I'll give away a card kit for free. I'll just mail it out to you. And all you'll need is some adhesive, and you can tell me which sentiment you want and I'll stamp it on there for you. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this live on a Monday in May. And I hope you're having a fabulous start to your week and that everybody is safe and healthy. If you have any questions, just comment below or private message me. I appreciate you taking the time to stop by today. Have a great rest of the week. Bye-bye.